Hello and welcome to the team. I am Tiffany Dowhan, an independent consultant and your regional vice president with Arbonne. So if you are watching this, you are a brand new consultant and I am so excited for you. This is most likely going to be one of the best decisions you have ever made in your life. I know it certainly has been for myself. I've been in the business for over 9 years now, and I will never forget the feelings that I had when I decided to join this incredible business. And I'm just guessing, but you have probably stepped totally outside of your comfort zone by doing something like this because it's not the mainstream thing that everyone does. But I'm telling you that it is a very, very smart business move on your part. So I do have some notes. You probably notice I'm already reading. So I'm going to follow along as I don't want to miss anything. I want to help you get your business off to the best possible start, okay? So first thing, if you are nervous, know that it is totally normal. You probably have a lot of emotions going on right now, and I want you to know that we are going to take this one step at a time, and we are going to work through it together. So tips on getting started. This business is really simple, really simple, but that doesn't mean that it's easy. We work very hard in Arbonne, but the key is that we work smart. So smart and hard. It's a combination of those two things. So here's the thing as well. You are going to be sharing this with a lot of people, especially in your first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth month. You are going to be sharing the products, the opportunity, your personal dreams and goals with a lot of people. This means you are going to get a lot of opinions, some good and some bad. And I want to give you some advice that I was actually given at the beginning of my business. Only take advice from people that are building successful businesses. And here's why. I decided to do this because I was broke as a joke. So I decided then not to take advice from people that were broke as a joke. I want to love what I do and be full of passion and purpose. Therefore, I'm not going to take advice from people that aren't full of passion and purpose, okay? I want to live my life by design, not by default. So I'm not going to follow people or take advice from people that are living their life by default. So I hope, you know, by me kind of giving you a couple examples of that you get what I'm saying, okay? I do like to share that with people because a lot of opinions are going to come out when we start a business like this. Anyone that has ever been successful at anything has surrounded themselves with successful people, and those people have helped them learn and grow and become successful themselves. And here's the thing, you guys, we're the sum of the top 5 people that we spend the most time with. So that's what I love about Arbonne, is that we are getting to rub shoulders with top income earners, amazing business leaders. And what we're doing is we're really just copying what they've done to be successful. So today, what I would love for you to do is really, truly make a commitment to your business. So starting today, okay? So make that commitment to build your business. In the network marketing industry, I have seen a lot of people sign up, get an ID number, and then they kind of put it out there, you know, maybe their friends and their family that they're doing this as a business, okay? But they put it out there and they see how many bites they get. And then what they do is they decide and base their decision on whether they're going to continue or they're going to quit based on the amount of bites they get. And here's the thing, that's not really the approach that successful people take or that a successful person should take when they're building a business like this in network marketing. And it's definitely not the approach that I personally took or that my successful uplines, so my upline regional vice presidents and national vice presidents have taken. So here's the thing, this is what I did different, is I plugged myself into the system. I knew other people had been successful and I wanted to do exactly what those people had done. I remember saying to someone when I started, you know, what my goals were with the business. I wanted to replace my income so I could actually afford to quit my job. I was in debt, of course, so that was a big thing. I wanted to focus on other aspirations as well and not go to that 9-to-5 job, which wasn't 9 to 5, it was 80 to 100 hours a week. But I wanted to focus on my other aspirations, my dreams, my goals, and have the time for when I was really ready to start building a family, because I want to be home when I have a family. And I said, what do I need to do that? So the person who signed me up said, let's make a plan, a specific plan for you, Tiffany, based on your goals. And then I put that plan into action. I trusted them and I copied the system that was in place and that they showed me, okay? I learned early on that Arbonne takes really normal, ordinary people and turns them into extraordinary leaders. I was ordinary, very ordinary. I'm still very ordinary, but I was willing to work and really be consistent in this business to get where I am today. I didn't do everything perfect, and I definitely don't expect perfection from anyone. And I'm going to tell you guys, I messed up a ton, and I still mess up, even in my business today. And I want you to know that that's okay. So in this business for yourself, don't strive for perfection, strive for progression. That is the most important thing. So here's the thing, be better than you were yesterday and strive to always grow. Learn a little bit and every day be a better version of you. That is what this business is about, is us helping you really truly be the best version of you that you can be. So here's the thing, we expect that you are coming into this business knowing absolutely nothing. We expect that we're going to teach you everything. And I know many of you have a lot of skills that are going to contribute to your Arbonne business, but most of us have no clue about the network marketing industry or even what the system for success is in Arbonne. So here's the thing, if we're telling you something, we're showing you or telling you because it works. And I really encourage you to just be a sponge and just soak everything up, especially in your first 30 days in business. Just be a sponge and absorb absolutely everything that you can, okay? So if you're a note taker, and you may want to write this down because this is a big one, there are 4 steps to getting started in your Arbonne business. So number 1 is I want you to decide why you are doing this and what it is you are going to do it for, okay? So what it is going to do for you and your family. So decide why you're doing this. What are you doing it for? You need to know that. This is a huge thing. And it needs to be internal motivation. It has to be bigger, you guys, than making just $200 a month. And most of us start this business to make $200 to $500 a month. But what I want you to do is dig deeper. And I want you to really think about what you want your life to look like in the next, 2 to 5 years and what this business could really truly give you. I want you to start dreaming again. I want you to start believing in those dreams and goals again, okay? And here's the thing, in 2 to 5 years in Arbonne can be life-changing. And I really encourage you to start dreaming big again, and if you're not sure, what's really possible in Arbonne, read some Eye on Arbonne stories, talk to your upline, hear their success story, talk to me. My success story is incredible with Arbonne. Maybe even watch some Discover Arbonne videos. You guys, they're all over YouTube. Just type in Discover Arbonne. You can type in pretty much Discover Arbonne and find like tons of videos, you guys, because there's so many people that have seen success. So be bold and don't be afraid to dream again when you are working on your why story. And here's the thing, think about this. What level do you want to be at? You have probably heard, the income averages at each management level. I want you to think about what would that do at a certain management level? And really, if you want to be at that management level, regardless of what it takes to get there, which management level do you want to be at? And what's that going to do for your family, for your vision, for your dreams, your goals, regardless of the fear and human nature being realistic? And I'm going to tell you right now, in Arbonne, this business is all about being unrealistic. It's not what's probable, it's what's possible. And anything is possible, especially if you have heard some of those success stories, okay? And here's the thing, look at my story, you guys. I am a small town, little country girl from Radway, Alberta, Canada. And, I became a regional vice president with Arbonne. I doubled to tripled my income, quit my job. And now I'm actually following my true passion, and which I'm pursuing my music and going into schools and actually teaching young girls how to love themselves, love one another, and work towards their dreams and goals and focus on their self-esteem and their self-worth. I'm able to do that because of what this business has given me. It has given me the finances. It's given me the time. It's given me the freedom. It's given me the personal growth and development and helped me believe in myself so I can actually teach other people how to believe in themselves and love on others, okay? So I really encourage you to think past being realistic in Arbonne. And I know this is probably the only place you're going to get to do it in life. So be unrealistic. when you're thinking about your dreams and goals, and really start to dream big, even if it scares you. So really focus on what is possible, even though it feels like it might be impossible. Okay. Now here's the thing: your upline sponsor, it may be your upline area manager, maybe your upline regional vice president. They are going to strategize with you hopefully tomorrow. So this is day one for you in your Arbonne business. You want to actually be doing a strategy session with them if you can tomorrow. You're going to get together with them and do a strategy session. You're going to go over your goals, what it takes to build your business, share why you're doing this. That is a huge, huge thing. Okay, now the big thing, and I'm going to mention this because we were talking about your why. The big thing when you sit down is you really want to go over your why story and get some feedback from your upline and really start practicing it. We want it to be intriguing, short, and really be able to capture people's attention when it comes to your story with Arbonne, and maybe how it could be potentially also a fit for them. So this is going to take a little bit of time, but it will be worth it. Maybe you can do a little bit of role playing with your sponsor. You can even voice record it, send it to your sponsor, and they can listen back to it, and you can even listen back to it, see what it sounds like, and then you can make some tweaks. I would encourage you to share it for sure with your upline, because they will help you make sure it's impactful as possible when you are sharing it with people. Your why story is so important for you personally, because it will keep you doing this business, and your why story will also make people feel like they can be a part of your vision, and they'll start to believe in their own vision again. That's pretty powerful. That's what I love about this business, you guys. Okay, so number 2 is, how do I get my Arbonne business started? So many of you are like, okay, I want to get going. I want to get into activity. What do I do? Okay. So how do I get my business started? In Arbonne, we talk about always three S's. So the first one is scheduling. Okay, so scheduling your calendar and getting activity on the books. The other one is selling. And of course, you're going to hear this lots with Arbonne, sharing, but let's be realistic. You are selling. And the third is sponsoring. Okay. So number 1, we schedule. So we're scheduling activity. We do group presentations and we do one-on-ones. The second thing is we're selling or sharing. We are doing that with the products and with the opportunity, okay? So the business opportunity. And then finally, we sponsor people into the business, and we show them the exact same things that you are learning as you're starting your Arbonne journey. So they're joining your business and basically copying exactly what you're doing so they can build their own business. So again, those 3 S's are crucial in this business: scheduling, selling, and sponsoring, okay? So the most important is to schedule as much activity as you possibly can in your first 30 days, okay? So in your first 30 days, your sponsor will be alongside you, helping you with all your training. And here's the thing, it is really important that you do have that activity booked so your sponsor can teach you as much as possible in the first 30 days. So you can be a sponge, and then you can really go out and duplicate what you've learned, okay? Our team's system for success is 10 income producing activities. So we call them IPAs. If you ever hear IPA, it just stands for income producing activities. So again, our team's system for success is 10 income producing activities. So it can be group presentations, a one-on-one, bringing someone to a Discover Arbonne event. Those are considered income producing activities, okay? So if you want to book 10, so basically what you want to do is you want to book 10 in every 30-day period that you have, okay? So we call this on our team a rolling 10. So the idea is to hold an event and then off of that event, book another one. So maybe it's to do a one-on-one and then book an event off of that one-on-one, or book another one-on-one. Maybe it's a referral, okay? Maybe it's bringing someone to a Discover Arbonne, and maybe they book a party because they want to get their products at a discount, or heck, they maybe even join your business, okay? Which is super exciting. That's absolutely awesome, right? So if they do that, you're getting something booked off of them coming to a Discover Arbonne, which is them joining your business and booking more activity, right? So I think you kind of get the idea. So your calendar continues to roll every 30 days because you are getting bookings off bookings. So every 30 days, your goal is to hold 10 income producing activities, and the next 30 days to do the same, and so on and so on. Okay. So this is how it's going to get rolling. Okay. And I'm going to use an example. So maybe you have a group presentation or you get somebody to host one. So let's say your girlfriend Sally has a group presentation. Okay. So she has a few people there, and really what ends up happening is you meet her girlfriend Susie, and then Susie says, oh, well, I'll have a presentation. So you basically just got a rebooking. Okay. But we're going to try to teach you to actually get one for, if we can, 2 bookings off of each event. And if you do, what happens is that rolling 10 every month is just going to keep on rolling. Okay. So again, we're going to teach you how to get bookings off of bookings. Okay. So 10 income producing activities in your first 30 days will have you like literally rocking and rolling in your Arbonne business. You are going to learn a lot. You are going to be really well trained, and you're going to be off to an amazing start in your business. And I would encourage you that with your 10 income producing activities, that at least 6 of them are groups, okay? So a group could be in a living room, a private room in a restaurant, maybe a hotel conference room. Most of mine are actually done in people's homes where they host, in their kitchen or in their living room. It's a really nice informal setting. People invite a few of their friends. I usually encourage them to have for sure 6 to 8 people say yes. And they usually land having anywhere between 3 and 8 actually show up. 5 people is actually perfect and ideal for an Arbonne get-together, okay? So at that get-together, we share the Arbonne products, the Arbonne difference, the Arbonne opportunity, and you help people, you teach people how to save money, which I absolutely love, because when you show people how to use really great products and save money, they love you and they will definitely support your business, okay? So we train you on all of it, but that's what a group presentation looks like. So what I love also about group presentations is that they are really efficient and effective in getting into your cold market. And so much of this business is not about the people that we already know. It's about the people that you're going to meet through the people you already know. So your friend may host a presentation and you meet one of their friends there and they decide to host a presentation. You're into a brand new network of people. And that's why we call this network marketing, right? You're going to meet people through the people you know. And it's not who you know. It's about who you're really going to meet along the way. Okay, so that's what a group presentation is. Okay, so another form of income producing activity is a one-on-one. So I'm going to show you guys. This is one of my RE9 tester kits. So in this tester kit, believe it or not, I'm just going to grab a couple of them. I'm not going to grab everything. But I actually have a full RE9 kit in here. Okay. I also have the Genius device, which is incredible. And I also actually have in here just a shampoo and conditioner. Okay. So basically what I do is I actually utilize tester kits, which is really awesome. In this too, you can make a spa bag. You can customize the bag. Based on what people use on a daily basis, which I really love. But basically what you do, I'm just gonna show you another one since I have another one here. I actually have a men's kit, huge now in Arbonne. I usually put in the men's stuff, the Sky for Men cologne, even the sunscreen, and then you can put some nutrition in here as well. So that's basically what a tester kit is. So I put it in a nice bag. You guys, those are Arbonne bags, but you can get really beautiful bags from the dollar store that you can use as well. But what I do is I lend it out to people, like to a person as an example, and then I ask them to use it and I get their feedback. Usually I give it for them to try about 3 to 5 days, and really what I'm looking for is their feedback, but really what I want is for them to fall in love with Arbonne. People have a hard time giving this back and not wanting something that's in it. It always happens, okay? So obviously they're gonna fall in love with our products. And what I do is I usually schedule a 20-minute appointment just to pick up the tester kit, and then I follow up, and all I do, you guys, is ask what they loved. I share with them the Arbonne difference, a little bit about the company, a little bit about the opportunity. I usually share my why story because that's where the opportunity fits in, and I see where they fit. They're really effective and are really great for people who are super busy, okay? So one-on-ones and pamper baskets or tester kits, whatever you want to call them, will help you book presentations, because someone who wants to save money, like especially if they want to potentially get 35 to 80% off, they're going to book with you, okay? That's what I love about these kits. They'll say yes, and they'll usually want to have few friends try it too, because they'll brag about how awesome this bag was. Okay. So they'll end up having a get together, which will help you continue to build your business. Okay. Often a pamper basket will lead to those group presentations. And lots of times, you guys, it will end up getting somebody wanting to join your business, because it shows that our business is really simple and really easy to do. Okay, so which means that it's duplicatable. And if it looks easy to do, or if it looks simple to do, people will be attracted to it. Okay, so that's huge. And it's really exciting because it's going to help you build your team. Okay, so extra, something else that is not really part of our, like it is part of our system, but it's not our actual income producing activity, but it can lead to income producing activity, is giving out samples, you guys. And I absolutely love this. I put a little bit of information about Arbonne, a little bit of information about the opportunity. I put in a nutrition sample, and then you guys are also going to see I have an RE9 sample. So this is just an example of one. I usually do either the COM sample or the RE9, or for men, I will throw in the men's line, okay? So if you get out 2 samples per day, and I'm really going to encourage you guys to do this, or you to do this, because if you can get out 2 samples a day, and when you give the sample, you're not just going to give it out willy-nilly. You're going to give it out to somebody who you all actually have a conversation with that, you know, wants to try this, or, you know, it leads to Arbonne coming up in conversation. But I always say to them, you know what, can I just jot down your phone number? I would love your feedback. So just like a tester kit, I would love your feedback on these products. And then usually I call them within like 3 or 4 days, ask them if they've tried it. And then I just keep following up until they've tried it. And I ask them what they loved about it. You know, I share a little bit about why it's different, and then see how I can serve them, and again, how it would be a fit, okay? These lead to building your cold market. This is a huge, huge thing for building your cold market. And usually it will help you get presentations on your books, or will lead to a bigger one-on-one where they maybe potentially try a bigger tester kit, okay? So, or it could even lead to the business, you guys. I've had so many people join my business just from a simple sample pack like this. So it's really important. So that's an extra. So again, your presentations and your tester kits are your main way that you are gonna book those 10 income producing activities. So in your first 7 days, you are in being in Arbonne, so your first 7 days, you are going to want to book your 10 income producing activities for those first 30 days, okay? So that's really, really important. So a combination, again, a combination of group presentations and one-on-ones with those 10 income producing activities, okay? So at your strategy session, again, which is hopefully tomorrow, because this is day 1, you're watching your first Arbonne video. So your strategy session, which is hopefully tomorrow, you are going to go over exactly what to say to book those presentations and one-on-ones. So today, don't worry about getting that done now, okay? Wait until tomorrow, until you do that strategy session. We're going to give you the tools. Your upline is going to give you the tools to effectively know what to say and how to book your calendar properly, because believe it or not, there's something that we teach you to say that is going to help you get more yeses than nos, okay? You're going to get nos, but it's going to help you get more yeses, okay? So I really encourage you to work with a sense of urgency in your business, because this is the only way that you're going to get your business off the ground. So the sooner you do it, the sooner you're going to start making money and really building your dreams, your goals, and your business with Arbonne. So we're going to work with you as soon as your calendar is booked. It is really important for you to have your sponsor and your upline's time. However, you must have those 10 income producing activities on the calendar before we can do that. Okay, so that's really important. Those 10 income producing activities in the first 7 days of your business. Now, number 3, this is a big one, you guys. Staying connected and plugged in. This is truly the fast track to success in Arbonne. People that are plugged in and stay connected do become more successful, and there is a direct correlation between people's success in this business if they are going to events, if they're listening to calls, if they're staying connected, okay? There are a lot of ways to plug in, even if you're not local, okay? You're not, you are going to really have to grab a hold of technology, okay? So you want to make sure that, you know, that you get onto Zoom and, you know, make sure you know where the calls are. And here's the thing, if you live a long ways away from your upline, you're going to have to utilize technology to stay connected, okay? And here's the thing, you guys, I built my business where at times I was very far away from my uplines that were working the business. And even to this day, I'm not super close to everyone, okay? So what happened is I actually had to step up and be the leader. So if you live far away from your leader, you're going to have to step up and be the leader. I don't want it to freak you out, but I'm going to tell you, if you do step into that role, it is going to be a huge blessing for you in your business, okay? Your business is going to grow like crazy because you're automatically seeing, hey, I'm not really super connected because my person is far away, but I'm now going to take that leadership role. And you guys, people are looking for leaders in their lives and they're looking for mentors. So don't be afraid to become that. That's a great thing. It's a blessing in disguise. Okay, so what do we have going on every month? So we have team meetings every month. And if you don't live local, so when I say local, that's about 3 hours driving distance, you can actually join us via Zoom, or we will find something local to you in your area, okay? And if there is nothing for you to plug into, you become the meeting, okay? So you can Zoom in, have your team sitting around your table, or you can just have your own events, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. I encourage you highly to do it. I don't want to scare you, but that's what I did, and it did grow my business, and it grew me as a leader faster. Okay. Now, attending the monthly meetings, you guys, is non-negotiable. I really encourage you that if you're building this as a business, to make those monthly meetings a priority. And even if you are a distance away, be sure that you are Zooming in and that you are staying connected. Meetings show you the culture of Arbonne. It helps build your belief, especially if you're having a rough month or if you're feeling low about yourself or your business. You get to meet our incredible Arbonne family, and we get to truly get to know one another and cheer everybody on. That is what they are for. If you want to be successful, you will tap into and you will be in person if you can at the meetings. We have a little saying in Arbonne, not everyone at the meeting is driving a white Mercedes, but everyone who's driving the white Mercedes is at the meeting. And it's totally true. So I made events a priority, especially all my events that were local and that I could drive or get to. So get with your upline and find out what events are local to you personally, okay? We will help you plug in because we know what's going on, okay? So a couple of other events that I would encourage you to attend every year are our Global Training Conference in Las Vegas. It happens every spring. And you guys, it is amazing. It's an amazing event to be at. The energy, the passion that's in that stadium is absolutely indescribable. You have to be at it to actually feel it for yourself. There's training on how to improve yourself, success stories, your business, how to grow your team, unbelievable recognition, incredible recognition. There are so many reasons to be there. And I cannot say enough about our Global Training Conference. Also in Canada, we have our Canadian National Training Conference. So we call it CNTC. So GTC is Global Training Conference, but our Canadian National Training Conference is CNTC. It's usually the second or third weekend of September, and it's only for Canadian consultants. So it's smaller, but it is definitely just as powerful as GTC. But if you can be there, that again it is a non-negotiable. So for me, I have never missed a Canadian conference ever, and very rarely missed a GTC. So the only difference with GTC and the Canadian conference, Canada is mainly Canadian consultants. GTC, all the countries that Arbonne is in, everyone is there, and they're all there in one stadium. So both are super fun, but they are also a business investment. So me going there every year has been an investment in my business and my growth. So these two events are definitely a must, and you will grow your business, so you definitely want to be there. So get with your sponsor, get those dates on your calendar. That is huge. You do not want to miss those events. Also, I want to mention that when you do commit to these events, you really show your family, your friends, your clients, everybody that's around you, that you are really committed to your business and that you're really doing this Arbonne thing. Okay, so that's huge. So we also have team calls and our team Facebook group and our nation's Facebook group. Both those groups are important to be on, as it will keep you up to date on team meetings, discover Arbonne events, announcements, daily inspiration for your business. It's where we cheer each other on, and it's really an awesome community of people that are on our incredible team. So you definitely want to be added to that. So plugging in and staying connected is the shortcut to being successful. You are going to have a ton of support from your upline, and I know people say sometimes, I don't want to bug you. I get that all the time, as being a sponsor. People say, I don't want to bug you. And I'm going to tell you something right now. If you can't bug me enough if you have activity on your calendar, okay? So if you don't and you're calling me all the time, I might be like, okay, like what's going on? You need to get something on your books because I can't teach you if you don't have activity, right? So you can't bug me enough if you have activity on your calendar, okay? So here's the thing, respect your upline's time, but also respect yours. Time is precious. So make sure you are building your business and you are making it a priority in your life by having that activity on your calendar. Activity equals results, okay? So that's huge. Number 4, and this is a big thing. So don't let trivial things take away your hope and your vision in your life and in this business. There are going to be things that are going to happen. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, and I'm going to tell you right now, it is a part of it. And it's going to be a part of your journey. So don't let the small things get you down, and don't let those small things dim your vision. So if something doesn't go as planned, maybe, plug into a training, maybe plug into a different call, maybe, you had a presentation canceled, maybe you can listen to a training on hostess coaching, maybe you want to give your upline a call. It's really powerful, you guys. Every time something happens, there's always a lesson. But in every negative, there is always a positive. And I want you now to know that things are going to happen, and you're going to have to look at the positive and not just focus on the negative. So even for example, maybe for me, I had a show cancel. Maybe I need to learn how to hostess coach better. Maybe I had a business partner cancel or not show up on a call. Well, maybe I can learn and grow from that and become maybe just a stronger leader, or just know that that's something that just happens sometimes in this business, okay? And be able to deal with that, okay? So every time I grow, I become a better leader myself, and I promise you, you guys, every time something is going to happen, you're going to become the leader that you're meant to be in this business, and it's going to be a positive thing for you in the long run. So here's the thing, ask for help, and your upline will always troubleshoot with you and help you grow, because again, things are going to happen. And remember, it's okay to have a bummer moment. We all have them, okay? But don't let that bummer moment be a bummer week, be a bummer month, a bummer quarter, and a bummer year. So be proactive. If something happens, say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put on my big girl panties or my big boy underwear, and I'm going to figure it out, right? Because you don't want to get stuck in those moments. Your upline is there for support. There's tools. There's stuff to get you through those bummer moments, okay? So know that we're here. Don't just hide and be like, oh, I'm done with Arbonne. Know we're here, and that you can reach out for help, okay? Because you're going to have those moments. In life, we have those moments. So I want you guys to be able to pick yourself up and keep on going, because what's at the end the end reward, you're going to become a way better person. You're going to become a way better leader, and you're going to be able to help people on your team when they go through those bummer moments. And that's huge, huge. So the reason that we have our system for success is because some of your events, okay, so I'm going to say this again. So the reason that we have our system for success, which is those 10 income producing activities, is because some of your events will be huge and some of them will not be so huge. Okay, so that's the thing that happens, is that if you're doing those 10 income producing activities, they're going to average out. Okay, so some of them again may be great, some of them may be small. Okay, but that's going to equal our system for success. So doing those 10 income producing activities is key to your success. So make a strategy and make a plan with your upline and really follow that plan. And here's the thing, even if you don't feel like it, okay? So when you're your own boss and you are an independent consultant and you have your own Arbonne business, you don't have a boss, you're the boss. So even when you feel like not working, I really encourage you to be consistent. So remember this, short-term sacrifice for long-term gain. And I'm going to tell you guys, when I started, I was working a full-time job, 80 to 100 hours a week. And the last thing I wanted to do was go out and do a group presentation on my nights off. But my vision was big enough, and I knew if I went out and did those 10 income producing activities each month, that I would be able to walk away from my full-time job and get my time back. And guess what? I got it back. And I haven't worked for somebody else for 9 years. Amen. I haven't. So short time, I got busier. For a short time, I got busier. But now you should see what my life looks like. I get to decide what I do every day when I get up. That's incredible. So short-term sacrifice for long-term gain, okay? So this is a big one. You have to have laser beam focus and a crystal clear vision of where you are going in this business. So that leads again to your why. So I encourage you to meet with your sponsor for a strategy session to set your goals and be brave, and don't doubt yourself for 1 second that you cannot achieve your goals with Arbonne, okay? Have such excitement for your business and helping others build their businesses that you can't help but be excited for what's going on. You guys are, I was going to say you guys, but for you that's watching this video, I'm so excited for you starting your business, and I cannot wait to meet you if I haven't already met you, and hear more about your dreams and your goals, and for you to build an Arbonne legacy for you and your family. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I know you are going to have an amazing, incredible start to this business. Believe in yourself. Believe in your dreams. You are worth it. You do deserve this. From the bottom of my heart, I love you, and know that as your RVP, your regional vice president, that I am here for you every step of the way. Thank you so much. Welcome.